Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Siobhan if you're new here. Oh, this is hard. I'm legit struggling to explain this right now, like so hard. Today is my road trip vlog to California. I'm really excited about this video because it's something that I know I'm going to look back on. So first things first, if you're new here, my roommate and I up and moved from Maryland to California about 2 weeks ago. It was a pseudo-planned move, but also pseudo-spontaneous. Let me know if you want to hear that story. I can make another video on it. Today I wanted to talk about our road trip and the planning process, why we went the route we went, and all that stuff. So once we decided we were moving to California and we were bringing like everything we own in our 2 cars, we knew the drive would be long. It was going to be about 40 hours. So we decided to find 2 people who could ride with us. So one in my roommate's car and one person with me. That way we could switch off drivers. We had other people to drive out with, and then we could turn it more into like a road trip instead of just driving to move. And that's what we did. We found 2 friends who rode out with us, and honestly it was an amazing experience. Yeah, like editing the footage, I was getting all nostalgic, and yeah, it was awesome. I definitely wouldn't have done it any other way. So first we solidified what day we needed to be in San Diego, which was September 1st, to sign our paperwork, get the keys to our apartment, all that stuff. So we kind of worked backwards from there. And when we were kind of looking at our route, there wasn't much going on in between Maryland and Denver, and we knew that we wanted to spend a lot of time between Denver and San Diego. We just wanted to drive through the mountains. We wanted to go to Horseshoe Bend, drive through Colorado. We wanted to stop in Vegas. And so we decided to drive pretty much straight through to Denver the first 2 days. Day 1, we stopped in Ohio for lunch, and then we continued on to St. Louis. We stayed in St. Louis, and then we drove to Kansas City the next day, stopped in Kansas City for lunch, and then we drove straight through to Denver and arrived day 2 in Denver. So we did the first, I believe it was like 24 hours of our 40-hour road trip in 2 days. But again, we purposely wanted to do that so we could kind of stretch out the second half of our road trip and really like enjoy the drive. So when you start to watch this vlog, you'll notice there's not much going on between Maryland and Denver, and that's pretty much because we did it in 2 days. We did stop at Monument Rocks, which I believe is about 3 hours from Denver. It was just like this landmark in the middle of nowhere, and it was really cool. For me, that really kicked off the road trip as a whole, and everything from there was just beautiful and amazing. So after we got to Denver, we broke up the rest of our trip, which was about 16 hours across a 4-day period. So that meant we were driving about 4 to 5 hours a day. So Friday morning we woke up in Denver, we got brunch with a friend, went to visit Red Rock, and then we continued on to drive to Pagosa Springs. It was just beautiful driving through the mountains. We arrived in Pagosa Springs, which was this really cute like resort town, if you could even call it a town. It was like just like one road, but it was really quaint and cute. We woke up the next day. We kind of went back to the mountain where we drove and explored a little bit, which is one of the most amazing views. And then we continued on to Page, Arizona, saw Horseshoe Bend, and then continued on to Vegas, where we stayed for 2 nights. Something we were hoping to do was to see the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is about 2.5 hours from Vegas, and then we would have had to drive 2.5 hours back to stay in Vegas again that night. Just after a bunch of driving, and you know, it would have been a lot for sure. So we decided to just spend the day in Vegas, and then we continued on to San Diego. So yeah, that's a bit of a summary of our trip. If you have any additional questions, leave them in the comments and I'll be happy to answer them. But without further ado, let's get into the vlog.
Let's take a ride, let's take it. Just think about it, you want it. Follow control it. You make me feel something more stronger, something that I may never forget. I just want this to be longer, longer, yeah, longer. Where you are, where you are, where you go, where you go. Promise I will be there, I will be there. Let's take a ride, let's take it. You think about it, you want it. Fall in love, you love it. You can control it. You make me feel something more stronger, something that I may never forget. I just want this to be longer, longer, yeah, longer. Where you are, where you are, where you go, where you go. Promise I will be there, I will be there.
Oh my god. Wow. Holy shit. This is fucking beautiful.
about it. You want it, falling in love. You love it, you can control it. You make me feel something more stronger, something that I may never forget. I just want this to be longer, longer, yeah, longer. Where you are, where you are, where you go, where you go. Promise I will be there, I will be there.
So currently editing this vlog, and I was gonna put the clip in of when we like got our keys and opened our apartment for the first time. Just realized that I somehow time-lapsed it instead of just taking a regular video. So I'm still gonna put it in, but it's gonna be a little weird.